obviously impressive win. In terms of the game, what did you kind of take away from it from your perspective?
Our preparation over the last couple of days for this game, we had a nice approach to it where I told the guys afterwards, like the way we practiced yesterday, you get rewarded with all of that stuff. Now, it's not as if we're not practicing and trying to do the right things, but we just had a very good group purpose to the way we went about it yesterday, and it carried over to on the floor.
For sure, yeah. And in terms of, I suppose, the on-field results, what was the most pleasing part of the game from your guys' perspective?
I would say first game this season where we've had contributors across the floor. I think five guys in double figures, maybe six, but like David Quera, big offensive rebounds in the third quarter. Noah come in and was a nice spark for us. But it also helps when you make shots. It's amazing what that can do for your confidence.
Last time you guys kind of came out here, it was very much a kind of JLA and Dylan kind of show offensively.
Yeah.
So are you pleased with kind of how the spread of offense is going more recently?
Yeah, it was really nice to get Doolittle in a good rhythm. Everyone in the league knows what he means to our team. So to get him going really early for us, it's a huge piece to it all.
Elijah, 18 points for you tonight. Are you happy with your performance?
Yeah, no, I feel good. It's obviously shots haven't been going in lately, but one of the things I talk about with coaches is staying confident and staying ready, and it's paid off tonight.
For sure, and we've obviously alluded to kind of the spread of the offense. It's good to see you and your teammates all kind of sharing the ball around and all getting involved scoring-wise.
Yeah, I mean, it feels great. It's one of those things when the offense is flowing, it's everybody kind of gets a piece of the cake. So you're happy to see a win like that and see everybody be successful.
Sure. And just lastly from me, John, a little bit of extracurriculars after the game. Did you have a vantage point on any of that?
I did not.
Have you spoken to any of the boys about it?
No.
Anyone else? Josh on Zoom.
Yeah, John, Noah was impressive tonight. Obviously had a nice little start there, 8 points, 4 rebounds. What were you impressed, I guess, most about his performance tonight?
The good thing about tonight is we found good synergy in our group. Like with Dylan out, and last week with what we did with our roster, I just had to tinker with the lineup a little bit to find balance. So we brought Aquera into the starting lineup, so that afforded other guys opportunities with how we played Doolittle tonight, more as a perimeter player. So. As I said, like as far as us as a team, that was like kind of the most connected and the most guys that contributed to winning that we've had.
110 points tonight, probably been one of the small chinks in your armour, I guess, to start the season has been the offensive end, but to put it all together the way you did, and you spoke about it earlier with a number of guys stepping up, obviously the man sitting next to you had an incredible game, but offensively that was as good as we've seen from the Wildcats this season.
Yeah, definitely, and Chink's being awfully generous, I would say it was like a crater. But look, we had good ball movement, we had good pace, but that comes from the defensive end. I don't know what the exact score was in the first quarter, but one time I looked up, it was like 32-16 or something, so we were locked in defensively. And when you rebound and disruptive, like good things happen and you get high percentage shots, and we just found a good groove tonight.
Ben, mate, obviously 18 points tonight, really, really good game from yourself, and finding your form, finding your touch, and it just looked like you settled into the game as soon as you jumped on the court tonight, and that must have been a good little thing for yourself heading into the rest of the season pretty much as well. Yeah,
I mean, it's always a good thing when you're able to make your first shot when you're coming off the bench. But as I said earlier, just kind of trying to stay aggressive and know my role, and hopefully that continues throughout the year.
Last one from me, John. It's been reported from Lockie Reed, I believe it was at SEN, that you guys are more than closer to not closer to the signing of Tim. What have you got any comments on that heading into the weekend?
Oh, I've been preparing for this game the last 24 hours, and for me, I got to worry about what our team performance is. If Lockie understands where we're at, well done to him.
Congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
Over to Craig.
I'll jump in. Elijah, Is it, John mentioned connection. Is it a coincidence that the connection comes when you've spent several days on the road together? Sometimes that can bring a group together when things are challenging.
Yeah, I definitely think that helps. I also think it's one of those things where I think a loss can bring a team together. We came off a tough game on Saturday or Sunday, whatever that was, and it's one of those things where you guys got to come together and find a way to win the next game. And I think that's exactly what we did tonight.
So was there a moment on the road, whether it was a dinner or a meeting or something different compared to being in Perth, where you were able to bond?
There was a couple moments, but probably the big one was a little team dinner at a little steak restaurant last night. That was a good time. But I mean, all the guys get along well, and it's one of those things where our group is happy to be around each other, and we have a good time being around each other, and it's feeling good.
And John, you had more than half the number of three-point attempts today compared to in the Sydney game. Was that situational for tonight specifically, or is that something when we're seeing you going less than the three and more inside the JLA and Christian throughout the year?
No, it's like purely situational. But you know, like everyone on our team did a great job of like living in the paint, and once you get in the paint, you know, we did some good stuff out of that. Like JLA gets on the rim, but then we had a number of kick-out threes where probably some of the games that you're reflecting on is like our shot quality wasn't at the same level it was tonight. And it's amazing when your shot quality goes up, the ones go in a little bit more frequently.
And is Jesse just a cut face, or have you got concerns around concussion for him for the next game in a couple of days?
He was enjoying the team song after the game, so he seems pretty good.
Thank you.